Tomorrow is here. If you may pay a diwa, Makana Miria Bobako, Industrial Revolution, Abasako Enugu, Okwa digital economy. Yeah. Agricultural revolution, oh. Yeah. It's in Japan people. Iraq, Okoru's or Dima. Iraq, it's a week marama. Iraq, quality education and all-round development. Yo, Iraq, tomorrow is here. What's in my tomorrow is here. Tomorrow is here.
We'll begin by telling you that before now, Enugu State residents have been grappling with lack of potable water supply, a situation that has brought untold hardship to many and crippled businesses, while water vendors capitalize on this to make bricks businesses. True to his campaign promise, Governor Peter Mba commissioned an ultra-modern water scheme at Night Mile with capacity to deliver about 70 million liters of water daily, and that of Oji River, which delivers 15 million liters of water daily, which is about twice the needed quantity in the state. This, the governor explained, is the first phase of the project and promised to increase the capacity in the second phase.
I here this afternoon to witness the commissioning of the ultra-modern 9-mile water scheme. This water scheme is built for the benefits of the people of Enugu State and to the glory of God. So I have the honor and privilege to commission this water scheme here today. Thank you.
To ensure uninterrupted water supply, a dedicated gas power plant to complement the public power supply has been constructed. New mainstream pipelines and booster stations are also running in full capacity. There are 96 water galleries across the city which are already in operation.
Agricultural revolution, oh. It's in Japan people. Iraq, Okoru's or Dima. Iraq, it's a week marama. Iraq, quality education and all-round development. Yo, Iraq, tomorrow is here. What's in my tomorrow is here. Tomorrow is here. I know my tomorrow is here.
By the time we have all the new layouts connected to the pipeline network, our consumption rate of volume will be 100 million liters of water daily. As it stands today, we can comfortably deliver 120 million liters of water daily non-stop. And this is only but our first phase. This is only but our first phase, because we're also going to increase that production capacity to 200 million liters in few months. We're now about to embark on the second phase of increasing the production capacity of this very location. From the current 70 million, we have planned to add additional 80 million, bringing the production capacity in this scheme to 150 million liters daily. We have also, in addition to that, we're also constructing a new mainstream pipeline, a pipeline that will take us from the twin tower storage to the storage that will distribute to the other parts of the metropolis. we're doing that. That's a major project because we're going to run a 900 mm diameter pipeline to about 20 kilometers from here and have a second mainstream line that will take water. The idea is that we intend to build sufficient buffer so that we can absorb any shock. So we will have no stories to tell in the Enugu because we're asking people to now discard their storage, to discard their tanker. So we must guarantee that they have water 24/7, 365 days non-stop.
A promise which earlier triggered doubts and criticism has left many singing new songs of appreciation.
We are the only governor in Nigeria who had made a campaign promise and put a timeline on it. This is wonderful. We thank you because you've kept your word. We thank you because you've given us opportunity to serve in this government. And then we are so grateful that what we saw when we were younger is what is replicated today. The galleries that spread all over Enugu town is wonderful. That even when you cannot have the water in your home, if you are not able to connect your lines, you don't need to trade more than 5 minutes to be able to have access to water. We thank you. Enugu people, this is a substance water that we've yearned for over 20 years and it's not here, whereas it's embedded in our soil. So we thank you because today is happening, that you've kept your words even before the 180 days. Thank you, sir.
The design of this place was made by Dr. Joseph, who today is the chief hydrologist of the state of Israel, the people who bring water out of desert. That means it's a successful place. From Jim to you, we have had about 10 governors, military and civilian. We have had 41, 42 years. And it's you that's making it. That means there are so many all the ones that have been lost, all the ones people walked away from, you will bring it to fruition because it's all about who built it. It's about for whom it is built, which is we, Enugu. And we thank you for the way you keep on saying Enugu. We. It's all about us, Your Excellency. And we thank you for that. The 9-mile basin is bigger than Ngwa and Sude. It extends up to Oyimezi, up to Abo, up to Epe, up to Nike. You know, it's big, Your Excellency. You're a development-minded person. There's water, so there's so much you can do for us. You walked around here when you were campaigning, you saw many things, you talked about many things. We need, you know them. We need a proper stop for trailers so that our roads can be safe and passable. We need a proper market. We need a proper automated mechanic place. Your Excellency, you have a good local government chairman. Get him to work with us of the community and private sector and let here be the effective satellite town to Enugu, which it is meant to be.
Teachers and state local government workers to benefit salary palliative of 10 to 25,000 naira monthly to cushion the effect of removal of fuel subsidy. Governor Peter Mbah made this known during a visit by the state labor leaders at the government house. He explained that since the removal of the petroleum subsidy, the state government has been in constant negotiation with the labor unions in the state, crafting ways to provide palliative to the teeming workforce. This resulted to the decision of cash awards of 10,000 naira to 25,000 naira to state workers effective from December this year to April 2024. He assured that the new minimum wage negotiation will soon be concluded and implemented. The governor also hinted that the social register list would be expanded from 43,000 to accommodate 260,000 indigent people in the state. This is a platform for cash transfers and other social interventions to elevate the sufferings of the people.
The state has set aside about 1.5 billion to ensure that we embark on a lot of community social development programs. In addition to the construction of 260 smart schools, we're also doing teachers' quarters. So the idea is that our teachers, those teaching in primary school, would live within a close proximity to where they are teaching. So there will be no need for them to pay for transportation to get to their place of work. There will also be no need for them to pay for accommodation because the state is going to provide both accommodation and, of course, as I said, they will live within close proximity to their place of work. We're also interested in access to basic needs. These things that we have come to consider as basic for the existence of any human being, things like water. We've embarked on aggressive programs to ensure that our rural dwellers have also access to water. The state have set aside about 1.5 billion naira to ensure that we embark on a lot of community social development programs. So for communities that do not have water, we're going to provide borehole and water stand for them. For those that lack toilet facilities, we're also going to build public toilets for them and ensure that we put to an end the era of open defecation in Enugu state. And the same thing will happen for hygiene. We ensure that all this is ongoing beyond these projects that we are going to carry out in our communities. We also have plans to provide support for our indigent ones. So part of this fund is also going to go towards providing support for the very poor ones in our communities.
The labor leaders in Enugu State expressed gratitude to the state governor for his proactive steps towards the welfare of the state workers.
In the past, you have to beg, you have to lobby. This one just came on its own. Our promotion is also on the way for 2023.
We are showing you of our support because if you fail, it means we will crash. But if you succeed, we will also be successful. Your success is ours.
The state government and the labor leaders agreed to continue to work in tandem to improve the welfare of workers in the state. National Youth Service Corps NYSC orientation camp in Ogo local government area of the state will soon wear a facelift, as the state government has promised to assist the federal government renovate and upgrade some dilapidated facilities there. Governor Peter Mba gave the assurance when the Senate Committee Chairman on spots paid him a courtesy visit. Describing the scheme as the bedrock of national unity, Governor Mba, represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Chidebere Onya, acknowledged that NYSC has contributed immensely to the development of the nation. Governor Mba, who said that the state government had intervened in various ways to improve facilities at the camp, noted that fund for the construction of the parade ground, as requested by the senator, has been included as part of next year's budget, stating that he had earlier, after assumption of office, directed the Rural Electrification Agency to fix the vandalized wires to the camp for steady power supply. He said the utility vehicles and other interventions will follow gradually in order to make life easier for the corps members at the orientation camp before moving to their places of primary assignment.
You know, the Enugu camp is the oldest. So nature of that and our lack of maintenance culture will create the challenges that you're seeing. But you will see in the next 4 to 8 years a significant change, because this government is very, very keen on making sure the quality of life of youth corpers as they share their time in Enugu is memorable. So we're going to continue to work on the things you've listed out here, distinguished senator, and hopefully we also on our own side we want you to in your appropriation meetings to be able to enact some reasonable resources in expanding our skill acquisition projects. I know that one is ongoing now, but it's a large state. We would like more exposure to different skill sets for our young people. So we really will appreciate as a state if that is considered.
Earlier, the Senate Committee Chairman on Youth and Sports, Senator Yemi Adaramodu, who explained that they were in Enugu to inspect the state of facilities at the oldest NYC orientation camp, found that it is without a parade ground and utility vehicles. Senator Adaramodu acknowledged the role of the scheme in fostering unity among Nigerians cannot be overemphasized, and solicited the support of the state government in the area of infrastructure upgrade.
If the state government is not relocated, then there will be just periodic facelift of the few facilities that are on the site now, so that we can get a befitting, at least near befitting camp. For NYC scheme, what the state government is doing is the constitutional role of the state government, especially within the scheme, and we know the camp is basically an acquired responsibility of state government. And NYC is 50 years this year, May, it was 50 years. And we know the importance of NYC in Nigeria, because it is the only platform where Nigerians across cultures do meet.
The Senate Committee on Youth and Sports also commended the governor for providing adequate security and a friendly atmosphere for the corps members serving in the state, and acknowledged that most of the corps members will be happy to remain in Enugu for greener pastures after their service year because of the conducive environment.
Hip, hip, hip.
The world, no doubt, has become a global village, and with the click of a button, information is disseminated to a wide range of people. Distance is no longer a barrier, and communication made so much easier. Bearing in mind the importance of digitization, many have keyed into it to unleash new wave of technological innovation, create platform for global markets, economic growth, job creation, among other numerous benefits. It is to this end that the Enugu state government decided to put measures to ignite young ones to unleash their creative energy by embracing the emerging future of information and technology. This, the state government believes, will help eradicate poverty and make youths meaningfully engaged. Speaking on the theme of the summit, Innovation Unleashed, Transforming Enugu Future, Governor Peter Mba is optimistic that with the right training and skills, youths can create their own greener pasture in Nigeria without having to travel overseas.
We have expressed this massive vision of growing the economy of Enugu State from the current levels of $4.4 billion to $30 billion. That's an exponential growth. It's a sevenfold growth. It doesn't happen if we're going to adopt the trend or perhaps the way we've always done things. The hope we have for expressing such humongous vision is the fact that if you look at the way the world is configured today, you notice that the pipeline method or the analog mindset of doing things is increasingly waning. The companies of the world today that have taken the center stage of growth and where you actually have wealth creation happening is the tech world. So if you look at the way that has impacted everything we do, and the truth is that you really do not need so much. All you need is ideas, creative ideas. And then that will unleash and unlock opportunities that is unimaginable.
Convener of the summit, Williams Mba, said the summit was conceived to ignite innovation, foster collaboration, and empower youths with the right skills so as to escape the scourge of unemployment and criminology. The state government has already commenced the training of youths on digital innovation programming, digital marketing, entrepreneurship, among other requisite technological and financial skills. This is where we draw the curtain on today's edition of the program. Join us again next week for another interesting outing. Till then, bye for now.
Industrial revolution, digital economy. Agricultural revolution, it's in Japan people.